y'all. Welcome back to another episode of She Sound Off podcast and YouTube channel. Of course, I am Keita, as known as Mystique Moon. I am your host, and I am so grateful. I am so humbled, and I am so grateful that you guys came back to visit me at She Sound Off podcast YouTube channel. I'm gonna make this message really short and sweet. Before I get into it, you guys, make sure if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notifications bell, so every time I get a new episode, you guys will be notified. If you are subscribed, thank you and welcome back. Leave a comment below if this message has hit you. It's gonna be short, sweet, and simple, just like the download that I had. I'm out here and I decided to record in nature. I needed to do a little bit of grounding because this past week, y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, it's been a little bit tough. It's been tough. You know how you have like 100 ideas in your head or like a million things that you want to do, and you just can't find the push, the motivation, or the drive to do those things. That's what space I've been in lately. I've been feeling a very huge disconnect from myself. I've been feeling a huge disconnect from spirit world. And so I just had to do a little bit of grounding. And what I do when I do my grounding exercises is I like to come by outside in nature for sure to do grounding. You don't always have to be outside in nature to do your grounding. But for me personally, I think that I get a better connection because, first of all, grass and trees and stuff like that is just my nature. Okay, I am I'm in Taurus, and then I'm a Leo. My rising and my moon sign is a Leo. So naturally, I like to be on the ground. I like to have my feet planted, you know, so it just feels great to be out here. But also there's so many like downloads that I receive when I'm, you know, by a tree such as this one. This is a big tree, y'all. Let me show you. I can show you the whole thing, but this is a pretty big tree. Yeah, so I ain't been doing shit. I just been sitting out here, you know, enjoying the weather. Yesterday I called for rain and my rain came, and it kind of, I guess it washed away a lot of the unfiltered emotions that I had these last few weeks, and allowed me to just, you know, refocus. I love the rain as well. Anyway, I want to really quickly talk about in this episode, know who the fuck you are. And it's just simple as that. Know who the fuck you are. So like I said, these last like 2-3 weeks, I made a major decision with the help of my God through a lot of prayer. I'm not even gonna lie, it wasn't extreme proper planning, which is probably why I'm feeling a little bit of my foundation being shaken a little bit. But I decided to make the decision to go ahead and, you know, leave my job full time because I got to a point where I would ask the same question over and over and over, and I would get the same answer. But there was a lot of fear inside of me that stopped me from, you know, going through with it. Yeah. And then so I'm out here with Trin. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, that's my baby Trinity. Trinity wants to be on podcast. You want to be on my podcast so bad, don't you? Mm-hmm. But anyway, you guys, so I was sitting in a lot of fear. I was sitting in a lot of fear before I made the decision, while I was making a decision, and even these last few weeks after I made the decision. I have been sitting in a lot of fear. And you know why people sit in fear. We all know why we make a decision out of fear or not make a decision out of fear. Anyway, however you want to spin it. There was a lot of fucking fear going on. For obvious reasons, there was a lot of fear surrounding me. And I started, like, all the things that I know, all the growth that I have come from, just everything that I have, you know, accumulated over these past like year or so. I started to lose that. It was like I started to lose focus. I started to lose a lot of focus, and everything I know, I was kind of like sweeping it away but fear is very powerful if you allow it to be. If you allow it to be. I was talking to this one lady, and she told me that God doesn't recognize fear. It's not an emotion that he gave us. And I don't know whether that is to be true or not, but what I will say is, think about every time we do anything in fear. It literally lowers our frequency, don't it? Don't it? Like when you do anything out of fear, and I'm not talking about like fear like scared of the dark or little bullshit like that. I'm talking about like deciding to make a choice and saying no because you are afraid, or wanting to walk in your gift and you don't do it, or you procrastinate, or you keep putting it off because you're afraid. Or here's my favorite one: wanting to make a decision or a choice to do something and keep making excuses because you're afraid to do it. That's my favorite one, because that was me, hands down. I've been having fear surrounding me this whole time, and the only time that I decided to step outside of my fear is when I say, okay, I left my job. But I'm be honest with y'all, like ever since then, I have been walking in fear. And so last night, it rained all day yesterday, and I felt like, like I said, that rain was just washing all that away. And I just got a download. And when I woke up this morning, the first thing that came to my head was, remember who the fuck you are. And period. There was nothing else. It was like, remember who the fuck you are. So me, when I get these downloads, I dig into it. I get into prayer. I get into meditation. What are you trying to tell me? Remember who the fuck you are. Well, I literally just came out of meditation. I just came out of some grounding meditation. And what was told to me was, and this message it was for me, but it was not just meant for me. Like you all know, I'm a speaker. I like to take my life as an example and build off of that, so that anyone who's listening to this message can understand that whatever you're going through, you're not alone. And if you can only find a little bit of comfort in just one message, then I feel like my mission is accomplished, mission complete. Remember who the fuck you are is basically a message telling me that no matter what happens, no matter what choices you make, no matter what decisions you make, no matter what you choose to do or not do, remember that you create your reality, you control your reality, no matter what happens. And understanding that fear can really cause your vibrations to lower and things can start going left, right? Because see, we think that a lot of us only think that we can manifest the good things. No, when you see that domino effect of things going down, it's because your vibration is lower. You're lowering your vibration, and all of a sudden you notice a circle of events. It's like, damn, as soon as one thing bad happens, it's like followed by 3 or 4 bad things. Well, because you change your vibration, okay? And it could be something as simple as you hitting your fucking toe on a corner of a bed, or, something financially taking a downward spiral. It can be something as simple or something as major as that when you change your vibration. And so in fear, most of the time when our vibration is changed, it's because we are afraid. We're operating in a state of fear. We're operating in a mindset of fear. We're afraid. So it's like we want to jump in the water, but we're too afraid. So we take our big toe and we just dip it in and dip it in and dip it in and dip it in. But guess what's at the bottom of that? As soon as you jump your body in that pool, the water's going to wash all over you. Immediately, it'll take a couple minutes for your body to get used to the temperature of the water, and then you're all set. Remembering that you are powerful within your right, and don't ever let nobody diminish or lower that for you, okay? I questioned myself a lot last week. I've been questioning myself a lot. I know who the fuck I am. I know how powerful I am. I know the gifts that God has given me. Why am I sitting here questioning that? Obviously we all have learning to do. Life is a constant cycle. We keep going cycle. And again, as we know, this life is a journey. So we're going to consistently learn things if you open yourself up to learn things. But don't, when you're faced with a decision, Don't demise, like don't minimize is the word I'm looking for. Don't minimize what you have learned in the past during your process of growth. Just because someone else comes around that knows more than you or have seen more than you, that might be true and you can learn from them, but that don't minimize or take away from what the fuck I know. Remember who the fuck you are, you know? Remember who you are. And the last thing I want to talk about in remembering who the fuck you are is, this is your fucking life, okay? This is your life. Your choices belong to you. Everything you do in your life belongs to you. So stop allowing the people around you, the things around you, stop allowing those things to control you. Stop allowing those things to control your decisions, your thoughts, and everything. It's your fucking life. Everybody have their own walk. Everybody have their own journey that they must go through. Okay? You have to go through the door. And a lot of times we want to carry all these people on our back through a door that's only the size for you. It was only meant for you, and you can only fit through that door. But we're wondering why we can't go through that door, because we're trying to take everybody with us or fit everybody through that door. And it wasn't meant for everybody. Just remember who the fuck you are on all levels. Remember that everything you need, you already have, okay? Remember to stop making decisions out of fear. And remember that it's your life. It's your journey. Stop focusing on what she's doing, what he's doing. And this is all things that I just recently had to remind myself of. These are all things that was stopping me from moving forward in these last few weeks. I was too focused on everything around me. I was too focused on everybody around me. I was afraid. And I wasn't realizing how fucking much of a strong, I wasn't realizing how strong I was. I wasn't realizing that, you know, everything that I had been through in these last few months, even years, was a gift. They were a gift to me because I've taken so much from them. I was finally able to open myself up to why I was going through those hard times. And now even those hard times for me is a gift. They are gifts, you know. Self-preservation is the first law of nature. You have to love yourself before you can love anything and anybody else in this world. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you have not yet subscribed. And share this message if it has in any way touched you, or if you've gotten anything from it. Remember to share it to somebody because someone else might need it. All right? I love you guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.